comes with this opening week matchup.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Diego Chargers. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And this offense often hinges. On one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
They go play action now. Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Seahawks send out their punter. Travis Benjamin, deep for San Diego. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll come out front. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving
under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got him in, complete. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 36 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, an excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. Henry. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position, but as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the I. They'll go with a keeper. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing now, Wilson off 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On is Nick Novak now to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And they're running here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. On 3rd down, Wilson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Chargers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch it now, Marty. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Here's Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll give the Chargers a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And 4th down coming up.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Novak's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no,
bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2nd down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. One man on the backfield is Gordon. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry from 6 yards away. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
this is intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 53 yards. yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Their dangerous wide receiver making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Novak to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wilson on second down. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. Or that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It's a quarterback sneak. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Check three.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
19.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Wilson looking for someone to throw to. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He trying to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll run with Davis. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, here's Gordon. They find some open field here. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They hand off to their big tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go. Green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Now Wilson on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
Now Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Time for a break. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. On the direct snap, this is Gordon out of the Wildcat. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Well, on the bright side, you still have the good-sized lead, but this has to be troubling. His 3rd miss of the game.
Well, fortunately, they haven't really needed him thus far. But he's an important part of what they're trying to do, so they definitely need to get him back on track.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. The 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score. Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Chargers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a tough one.